at that time, me and Lil Fee, who was on Death Row, was talking a lot, and Loke was going through what you call Lil Fee. Loke was going through his transformation and reading, and we started reading, and he had gave me the book called "100 Years of Lynching." That book and Malcolm X autobiography had a transforming effect on who I was and who I would try to be to today.
Willie D Live.
Yeah.
Like you, that's how arrogant I was back at that time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
nigga, I could call myself Glasses, and they gonna say niggas gonna want to be called Glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was really kind of that time because I was coming like Waterworld Skating Rink was still going, and it was. I think the height of Waterworld Skating Rink for us was from 81 to 84, 80, and then 88 was kind of like when it started dropping off. We got a lot older, and then people still knew the name, and I wanted to be called something else because in fact, I was on the run. So I kind of just stuck, and I just felt so arrogant, man. I didn't care what I was. I can call whatever I said it was gonna be.
That's what it was.
That's what it's gonna be.
So what were the other names?
Hannibal. Hannibal was a name that Captain Malik and well, I kind of got that name between Captain Malik, Shaheed, and rest in Captain Shaheed, and just the brothers in 27. When I came back, I started studying Islam, back in Islam, when I was coming out of Minnesota, and I want to say 89. I had read Malcolm X autobiography. I had like about 25 pounds I was taking from Minnesota to Chicago to sell. And on the ride, I started reading Malcolm X autobiography. And it was at that point, reading Malcolm X autobiography, made it to Chicago. I cut my hair off, and I stayed in Chicago just reading and studying and just getting back into it. And at that time, me and Lil Fee, who was on Death Row, was talking a lot, and Loke was going through what you call Lil Fee. Loke was going through his transformation and reading, and we started reading. And he had gave me the book called "100 Years of Lynching." That book and Malcolm X autobiography had a transforming effect on who I was and who I would try to be to today. And it was at that time, man, that I had really took on a different mentality, and I was attempting to take on a different mentality at that time. And I stayed home, and I flew my wife and my oldest son to Chicago. I stayed in Chicago for about 6, 7 months. I was still on the run from the other little case, and I just stopped. I wasn't hustling no more. But in that time period, I had probably amassed maybe like about, man, maybe $30,000, $40,000 in a month in bills, maybe more than that, and just all the stuff I was buying and doing it because I was grinding. And I was in Minnesota real strong at that time. My brother Miles and a couple of homies, we was all grinding out there. So I stopped everything, and I split all the stuff I had, and I flew everybody. Everybody came. All the homies who I was hustling with came to Chicago. We sat in Chicago, and I put it on the table and like, here, this what I'm doing. I ain't doing it no more. Miles came and got his, went back. Belly, a couple of my homies, my partners, want to say their names. They came, did they, because they all did time already. And then I left, but then and I stayed in Chicago. Then I think it was another traumatic thing happened. Mump got killed. My big homeboy, Lil Mump, Poochie, he got killed. And it was an uproar and how he got killed. And Hum was like, man, come home, we it's on. And I'm fighting with that, and then still studying. And I eventually went back. My big homie Keith Stone, rest in peace, called me. He like, man, come on, you gotta come back. You gotta lead this charge.